The stunning Mexican resort of Los Cabos recently staged Act 8 and the season finale of the Extreme Sailing Series. It's been a thrilling 10 months of high-performance catamaran racing. Famed for its beautiful beaches and perfect year-round weather, Los Cabos was an apt location for the final event. Taking part over 4 days of racing were 8 teams from 8 different countries. They battled it out on the water for a place on the podium. And with the overall series title at stake, the pressure was on for the crews. Frontrunner SAP Extreme Sailing Team had enjoyed an outstanding season.
It will be difficult, you know, it's a double pointer, so everything is on stake and we have to sail really well here. But it looks like we have good breeze here for the first day, which is normally suit us well, so hopefully we can pull off a strong first day.
Snapping at the heels of the leaders were Oman Air and Alinghi. In order to claim the series title, both teams needed to put at least 2 boats between themselves and SAP and finish ahead of the other.
Yeah, what I know about Los Cabos is good weather, some tricky wind. For the final act, it's double point race, so everything is possible.
Pressure's all on SAP and the other boys. We're sort of a few points behind with nothing to lose, so we're, relaxed and ready.
Day 1 and the Act 8 opener didn't disappoint, with the waters of Los Cabos delivering perfect foiling conditions. As racing commenced, both Oman Air and Alinghi kept the race for the title wide open. Phil Robertson and his Oman-flagged boat were at the top of the leaderboard at the close of racing on day 1. 7 points clear of the Swiss outfit Alinghi. Adam Minoporio's SAP were in third, despite managing to break the speed record for the season, hitting 33.7 knots. On day 2, Alinghi looked unstoppable, picking up 5 race wins in a row. They almost completed a whitewash, but for Oman Air snatching victory from the Swiss in the final leg of the closing race. Roman Hagara's Red Bull Sailing Team bounced back from a poor first day to leapfrog NZ Extreme Sailing and the Land Rover Academy team.
We're just trying to win races. We're not too worried about the overall scoreboard, you know. Maybe next year we can try and get on the podium overall, but this year, just trying to improve and get close to the top. We were just on the backside of the groups, and a tough day. So we're looking for a better one tomorrow.
At the halfway point, Alinghi held pole position, 6 points ahead of Oman Air. SAP sat in third and held on to the lead in the overall series standings.
Day 3, so call it moving day, you know. The leaderboard's going to change a lot, I think, and if there's some wind and we've got some races, so that's an important one, and sort of you want to try and go out there and solidify your position going into tomorrow because the races get a bit less and more important.
Day 3 and the wins arrived on cue, treating fans to yet more world-class racing. In the opening race, SAP Extreme Sailing Team recovered from a disastrous start to take victory from Oman Air and Red Bull Sailing. Meanwhile, Alinghi's overnight 6-point lead looked to be completely undone with an uncharacteristic last place. However, the Swiss team quickly re-established itself on the top of the leaderboard with another bullet in race 14. It would all come to a head in the penultimate race of the day.
Well, there's some big gusts coming down from the top of the course onto Red Bull, onto Alinghi. Oman Air coming in from the right. They are tacking very close, but the Swiss team Alinghi now taking the victory as we go into the final, very short reach into the finish line. It's up on the foils for the Swiss team. Arnaud Saraphagas not quite able to hold it. He is now just a couple of boat lengths away from the finish line, and Arnaud Saraphagas takes victory in race 15, and it all coming down to those final few seconds with Oman Air.
I think the winning move is just to start clear and try to shoot the best sail at the right time, and just play the shift when you can, and then everything is come together there.
Alinghi started the final day still ahead of Oman Air. But more importantly for the 2 boats, SAP occupied 3rd spot, 12 points ahead of Red Bull Sailing in 4th. A crucial position if the Danish-flagged SAP were to secure overall victory.
Arno's in a pretty good spot for a nice lead, but it's going to be a tough ask for him to keep his lead and to put us behind Red Bull. It's not an easy job. And for Phil, it's even harder job. He's got to get ahead of Alinghi and put us behind Red Bull. So I think we'll see Phil go for Alinghi and get the first half of his job done, and then he'll worry about us after.
Everything gonna change during the day. See how the first race goes, see the point, and then we're gonna need to go for one boat or the other.
I'm not sure I know a competitor that wants to come second, so look, we're out there to fight today and we're going for it all, and hopefully we can get all the chocolates.
A storming start to the final day by Oman Air saw them take 2 bullets and a 3rd place, narrowing the gap on ACT leaders Alinghi to just 6 points. SAP Sailing stayed out of trouble and maintained 3rd place as the boats headed into the final double points race. SAP's overall series lead was safe, but the ACT 8 win was still up for grabs. For Oman Air, the race for the ACT win was lost in the final downwind leg.
Great job by Alinghi to accelerate there. Oh, big luff here by Oman Air.
Well, Alinghi coming into this, Oman Air tacking over. It looked very close to me, and Oman Air now have lost control. Alinghi have absolutely, I mean, they have done what Phil Robertson has struggled to do. It was all about getting boats between Oman Air and Alinghi. It's happened, but in reverse to the way Phil Robertson wanted.
Yeah, good point. You're right. You're right. They needed 3 boats in between, but this is not the way they wanted it to go.
Alinghi now coming across the line. Arno Sarafagos looks behind him, sees the damage that he has dealt Phil Robertson and Oman Air. It is clear water between him and the finish line, and Alinghi comes across the finish line in 2nd place. That is going to wrap up the ACT 8 Los Cabos. Alinghi take the win here in Los Cabos. SAP Extreme Sailing Team comes across the line in 3rd place, and they finish out their incredible assault on the 2017 Extreme Sailing Series, and they will leave this year as champions. Celebrations all round, and was there really any doubt? A formidable performance.
It's just fantastic. First season in the Extreme Sailing Series with a great team that's been well organised, and to be able to clinch the win has just been awesome.
For us, it's great to end up the season 2nd. We were 3rd almost the whole season, so it's great to come back here and finishing the job really well. And it's perfect to end up the year with a win, and it's really good for next year. Hopefully we can come back and beat SAP.
There's a lot of great people who've sailed in this series in the past, and it's really great to be able to be amongst the winners of this series and to have a lot of fun while doing it.